Are you a Nigerian parent with a child in the science class? Then listen to me very closely. In the next 10 minutes, I am going to show you exactly how to save your child's future. Physics is the #1 subject stopping many children from reaching their dreams. If your child wants to become a doctor, an engineer, a pilot, a software developer, an architect, even a pharmacist, they cannot escape physics. Physics is the #1 gatekeeper. And let me correct something many parents believe. I hear parents say, my daughter or my son wants to be a nurse. They don't need all these calculations. That is a very big mistake. To enter the university for nursing, pharmacy, or any medical science, your child must have a credit in physics. It is not an option, it is a requirement. If they fail physics, that dream of wearing a white coat is over. And I am here to make sure that does not happen. Even nursing, your child must understand pressure for blood pressure. They must understand light for the eyes. They must also understand fluids for injections. So physics is already inside the career, whether they like it or not. If your child wants to study any serious course in the university, they cannot run away from physics. Let me show you. Medicine and surgery, nursing science, radiography, pharmacy, aeronautical engineering, computer science and AI, mechatronics and robotics, architecture, civil and electrical engineering, physiotherapy. So when your child struggles with physics, it is not just a subject problem. It is a future problem. Let me be honest with you. Many parents don't realize this early. My name is Wisdom Dureke. I am a physics specialist and the brand behind Wizzy Academy. I have a degree in geophysics and a postgraduate diploma in education, and I am TRCN certified. But beyond the certificates, I have spent years understanding why students fear physics. I am fully prepared for this. This is my digital studio in front of me. Here I use world-class tech to ensure your child's physics success. Welcome to my digital studio. My classroom experience as a government teacher and these modern teaching tools so I can reach your child anywhere in the world. With the same high standard of teaching to make sure your child does not struggle with physics again. I don't just teach, I train teachers as well. I have worked with students in Nigeria, in the UK, and even in the US. And I can tell you this clearly. Most students are not failing because they are dull. They are failing because nobody showed them the logic. And that is what I am about to show you. Let me explain the real problem here. Most students are taught to memorize or cram, so they can pass small tests, but when they enter big exam like WAEC, JAMB, or IGCSE, they get confused. Why? The reason is because the question changes and they don't understand what to do. They don't understand the pattern. Let me tell you a real story. This happened in Akwa Ibom where I mentored a teacher online, a physics teacher. When I first met him, the situation was bad. Students were avoiding physics. Some had already given up. For years, that school kept recording poor results. And they didn't even have many students. So the class was small and the results were still poor. But I taught him my ABC method. He changed the way he taught the students. The results? That same small group produced 5 A's and 2 B's. This is not about having many students. It is about teaching the right way. I will show you some of their messages on the screen. So imagine what this can do for your child. But let me not just talk, let me show you. Now, let me show you how I take a student from I don't understand to that 80% score using simple logic. Look at this car on my screen. Most students see these numbers and start shivering, but I tell them that physics is just a story of how far and how long. The car traveled 100 kilometers. It took 2 hours to get there. Speed is just asking, if the car kept going like this, how far would it go in just 1 single hour? So we take the total journey of 100 kilometers and we share it by the 2 hours it took. So we have speed is equal to 100, which is the kilometer, divided by the hours, 2, and that gives us 50 kilometers per hour. So can you see this? I tell students this means in every 1 hour the car covered 50 kilometers. When you explain it like this, a child stops fearing the formula and starts seeing the movement. This is the kind of touch that moves a student from a 40% mark to an 80% or higher marks. Why is this important? It is because your child is not just solving. They are not just solving, they are understanding. And when they understand, they don't panic. They don't get afraid. So in the exam, will they panic or will they smile? That is the difference. Now let me show you what your child will get. When you pay 3,000 naira, you are getting a full system. I teach them how to start any question without fear. I break down motion, energy, electricity, and advanced calculations become simple. I also teach them how to stay calm during exams. They will get a simple formula sheet and a practice pack with questions so they can apply what they learn immediately. But it doesn't stop there. We have a private support group. If they get stuck, they can ask questions. And I monitor their progress. Because your child's result is my reputation. Everything I have shown you is worth far more than what I am charging. But I want to help more students. So today, you are paying just 3,000 naira. If your child has ever said, physics is hard, physics is difficult, this is your chance to change that story. The first 10 parents to get an extra study pack, the first 50 to get live sessions with me. Check the screen now. Make your payments. Send your proof. You have 2 choices. Stay where you are right now or take action. My name is Wisdom Dureke, and I will see you on the inside.